room update, man. I haven't updated this in a minute, or shown a video of some of the changes that obviously are going to occur over time. So most of my dioramas are up there, man. I have like 2 other ones in my son's closet or in his bedroom, but that's pretty much the majority of them. As I said before, I'm not really gonna mess with these figures for a while, man. It just seems like, you know, that this is it, man. There's a Marvel Legends, what's happening right now. So everybody's grabbed them. They're doing some great toy photography. So I decided to just not do it right now. Just wait a little bit. Was able to get 3 each. Just got my 3rd Hydra Soldier today, and 3 AIM Scientists. So I'm stopping there. I'm not gonna go any further than that. I'm cool with that. Had to move the original Marvel Legends a little bit lower. Some of them next to the ketchup and liquor. And that Tyrese, that's actually for a friend who had inquired. And I had an extra one that came from Tim Grayson, so good looking out, Tim. And that was going to somebody. That 3rd Hydra Soldier also came from Tim. I actually have 2. I started kind of army building a little bit with the Sand Troopers. Decided, well, I got one of them on sale, which is the only reason. I think 50% off, but do have 2 of those, so that's fairly new. The Transformer corner grew a little bit. Recently got the smoke screen to add to the blue streak and the red Lamborghini, aka Sideswipe. You know, same deal here with G.I. Joe. That hasn't changed much. This changed a little bit. I guess I threw in a couple of the Lord of the Rings figures, Hobbit figures. Yeah, so everything here in the Marvel Universe is the same. Again, figures that I'll probably never open and may end up selling one day if I need to acquire other pieces for the collection. Alright, man, so this is the update on this room. Alright, so I wanted to create a shot for tonight's Walking Dead. It's a few hours away. And I wanted to do something with this dial, but using it from the other side. I kind of thought it was real cool to put that zombie in between the cracks of the fence. And I have this zombie picking up a head and kind of looking at it like... So yeah, so I wanted to do something where I was using the back of this dial towards the front. The other day I was in AC Moore and they have a scrapbooking section. And they have these sheets, man, for like 30 cents, 40 cents, something real cheap like that. So I ended up getting that sheet. And it's a real good sheet where you can even, you know, if you can hide the sand, if the scene doesn't have a sand, you can still kind of get that greenery in the background and that sky blue. So I thought it was perfect to use here. Yeah, so this is kind of behind the scenes. Most of my props are here, so I had to grab a couple beer bottles that I wanted to put out. Originally I had put this out in the original picture, and I actually had it in that corner, but it looked way too big for these guys. So I just kind of did a kind of angled it off, because even this is too big for their size. So I angled it off, so when I took the picture you just kind of saw the corner of it. Yeah, so this is kind of the I have some LED lights going on that zombie's face so that you can see him through the fence. And just another palette holding it. Originally I had that tool, but that didn't work out. Yeah, so this is the behind the scenes, man. This is real messy back here. My living room, this is where I've been keeping, these are all the Walking Dead figures, and this is where I've been keeping them. Because to pose them anywhere right now doesn't make sense, because I'm using them pretty much every weekend. And some more props, or a bin full of props, small bin full of props. Alright, man, so that was this week's picture. Peace. There's Deadpool in his cowboy getup. Last night I was trying to so that hat and that cape style gear and that sleeveless trench coat jacket type deal also came along with where is it oh, there it is. Came along with this as well. There was a rifle and another handgun. So yeah, so anyway, man, I was trying to I grabbed this from shit, I forgot the name of the movie. Anyway, so I grabbed this from another like $6 action figure, and I had intended to kind of hook it up for Deadpool, but the only problem is that the trench is way too long for Deadpool. So then I thought Warpath, but the problem is that the sockets for the arms are too won't fit Deadpool's, or excuse me, Warpath's arms, and also it's too short on the back. Warpath has a wider back, so I'll try to figure something out. But anyway, today, one of the as much as I go toy hunting, and I try to go at least once a week or once every couple weeks, just depends on the season or whatever. I also like going, especially now with all the dioramas, I get amped up to hit up new art stores and get new stuff. So today I had a $15 gift card to Michael's from the holiday still. So I went and spent that up. So I was able to get myself some green airbrush paint that I kind of needed for some effects that are in line with kind of the style I've been using. And I also have got myself a metallic, it's not gold, it's officially called Sahara Gold. So not sure how bright it is. Going off of just the cap, it shouldn't be too metallic, too gold. I'm looking for a paint, a one coat type paint for my for the beams I've been working on. I was able to grab a couple sticks of balsa wood. Man, these are getting harder to find in my area anyway. I have these pieces of foam. So I'm seriously considering doing like a freight train, like a scaled freight train, not magnetized, just kind of a permanent type of thing. So got some train tracks just in case I decide to go that route. Got these. I've been looking for them at my local spot. They didn't have this size dowels, but gonna use these for fencing. Was able to get some packages, or a package and a couple letters. Some sand that I've been needing, and this will be used a lot for texture on the floor. And just got myself a white sticky foam sheet. Yeah, man, so that was my pickups today. I think I came out of pocket. Oh, wait, I came out of pocket about $2 on all this after the $15 gift card. And then my local Newberry Comics, I noticed that they had this on sale. And for $17, I just didn't want to let it go. I actually don't have a modern Punisher. And I like this one. He has 5 guns, which is kind of cool. So let me grab it. And those were my Monday morning pickups. And alright, so I just received my X-Men, all new X-Men Legends box set from Toys R Us via USPS. And yeah, man, just like all the reviews that I've seen, the biggest complaint is with the paint application. Already on Angel, you can see that right on his rib cage, right under his arm, you can already see the yellow peering through. Same deal with Cyclops over there. Cyclops visor, the paint application is a little off on the top. Beast doesn't look too bad. It looks like Beast was one of the better ones. I haven't even taken them out the package yet, so I'm not sure you know, how they are in terms of, you know, behind the figure, what have you. But it's pretty much what I expected. So I'm not, you know, I'm definitely not disappointed. It was something that a couple of reviews that I had seen, and just the community was buzzing about how bad the paint apps were, and you know, Angel's wings aren't articulated in the least, and so forth and so on. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to airbrush. I'm going to airbrush these because, as my daughter says...
Hello.
What do you say when you... something about lemons or something you said in the car? When you get lemons...
No, when life gives you lemons, always airbrush it. Exactly.
So I got some lemons, so I'm going to airbrush them. My daughter is a pretty wise individual. So, you're welcome. So I think what I'm going to do is, I don't have like a dark blue, so I think what I'm going to do is airbrush. You're able to get very precise with it. So I'm going to attempt to, you know, I'll tape off the yellow and so forth, because I don't know how to airbrush, so I don't customize. I don't know what I'm doing, but I am going to attempt it. So I'm going to take some, you know, tape them off, and then, you know, just in like that little area, just do a couple, you know, a couple sprays, and just see how it comes out. I mean, I may end up ruining some of the figures, but I don't know. I
don't think you should airbrush it like dark blue. I think you should do black.
Yeah, so I don't have any dark blue, so I may have to do black. So okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do black, and I'm cool with that. And what I like about it too is that it comes like in a flat color, so it's not glossy. And although this paint is glossy, hopefully that flat color will give it a little bit of a different some personality in the paint app. I mean, besides that, I mean, you know, again, Angel's a little cross-eyed, you know, but some of my best friends are cross-eyed. You don't discriminate him. He's a little cross-eyed, and he's smirking. And I guess, yeah, I guess nobody likes the fact that he's smirking. But geez, man, superheroes can't be serious all the time. So yeah, so I mean, I definitely wanted to pick it up. I was able to get it pre-order from Toys R Us, and so I did. You know, I paid under $100. I just checked on eBay real quick just to get an idea, and you know, all the ones I saw pretty much going over $150. Wanted to get this set, as I'm back in the full swing of collecting, and Marvel Legends has always been one of the main things I've collected, so I didn't want to pass on this. I'm also reading the comic, but I've been reading the comic book since it came out, since #1 came out. So I've been consistent with reading that. So I like the packaging, man. I was like, you know, it kind of has the glossier type here, as opposed to the flatter there, and you know, the Toys R Us exclusive. I mean, I'm a sucker for boxes. For fancy packaging, I guess. So, all right, man. So this is the newest pickup. Peace.